everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and you can tell by my voice, totally lost my voice. This video is going to be kind of a mess. So I had planned on, for Vlogmas, doing a vlog once a week for you guys. Totally is not happening this week. I know with my voice doing this, I'm just not feeling my best. I don't want to vlog this week. And then my mom's going to be here, and then Uncle David's coming, and basically the rest of our whole December is going to be people here. So I don't want to vlog when there are people here as well. So I'm super sorry about my voice for this video, but we are going to do just an all-inclusive type of planner chit-chat today. Gosh, I sound way worse than I sounded even yesterday. So the voice is totally a mess, but I'm going to walk through everything. This is my planner stack I'm going to be working on in December. I'm going to kind of walk you through everything I've got in the stack. We're going to talk about some new pens. We're going to talk about December goals, how November goals went. It's just kind of like all-inclusive plan with me, plan type video. So first we're going to just kind of walk through the stack really quick, and then we'll talk goals, I think. First up, I ended up starting to use the Moxie Life at the very beginning of December. I do have a plum paper planner daily that I was using, and I'm totally hooked on the daily planner now. I really just like having it. I don't have a whole lot done in this one because I'm actually using the flagship Moxie Life as my actual goal planner, so I didn't use any of the pre-prep goal page type area. And then I wrote out the hardcore on the floor calendar as my monthly calendar. I did add little checkbox things, and I also really liked last month I did a mileage total, so I've got that on here as well. I've got a cute little clip. I have a haul of these clips coming up for you guys soon. And then moving into how I was setting this up, I ended up not wanting to use an entire week's worth of pages for the first little end section of last week, which was December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So I just combined everything. I wasn't feeling my greatest anyway. I didn't do a whole lot of productivity type stuff. So you can see there, like, a lot of things are not marked off. I didn't even finish marking off some of the things on this one, which I did end up doing a few things on this checklist. But now we're moving into a new week, so Monday I'm going to be using this again. So I ended up making my own stickers for this. I do have a sticker tutorial if you want to see that. So I'm using the same sheet of stickers for this next coming up week, and I'll probably just run out of stickers. So this is going to be December the 6th, because that's going to be the Monday. So I decided to write it out the same way. Since this was 2 days, I did 2 little different time block sections, and I time block my AM, which is I get Livy ready for school, and then I do some productive things between when Livy goes to school and when Stella wakes up. And then at Stella's nap or quiet time, we're kind of transitioning. At that time, I will also do some time blocking, and it worked really, really good for December 1st. I really liked having that, and then not so good on Friday. This was Thursday, this was Friday, so I didn't really work on it that much. I was just kind of not feeling the greatest. No exercise, so I didn't even put a workout in for this page or this page. So I'm going to continue on with these stickers. That's how I already lined up for Monday here. So I don't have much to write in there right now that I can think of, but I always keep a mild liner and my Pentel Energel clipped to this. I was just writing some things. So these two stay clipped here. This one generally stays open and folded to that page, but I noticed that the coil is not exactly parallel, so it does end up warping my cover a little bit. You can see like the corner of that is not doing good already, and it's only been a week. So yeah, I think these covers are a complete fail for me. I've seen people already taking them off, and I think I'm going to be taking this off this week because I'm not in love with it. So that's going to be my daily. And then we'll move into the weekly that I'm using. I'll show you what I did last week. That's my iPad. So we're doing some digi stuff as well. So I'm going to use this one for December. I already set this one up. And this one I did use the monthly and the weekly goals, which I'll skim through here when we talk about goals. So I have them marked. And then this is what I did for this last week here. I ended up using this section down here for goals, and I do have my pens. I'm going to have to color code again, but I have all of my pens in this Kit Life thing. So I ended up pulling out the Daughters that were very similar colors to the goal setting colors. There's 8 colors in the Moxie Life. And then I also tried to grab out some twin tones that matched, and they weren't exact matches, but then I ended up with one more pack of twin tones. So we're gonna do a little bit of color swatching. I think I can match some of the blues a little bit better now because I have the new pack. So I will end up working on that here in a minute. So I really like the idea of having the rainbow down at the bottom since there's no color on this initially. I did end up putting the stickers on myself for the headers, but ordinarily there's no color even on those weeks. So it's just a little bit of gray, the little pinkish reddish color for the hearts, and then it's very neutral. So you can really do with it what you want. I really like the idea of rainbowifying the bottom part, but I didn't like it was like all mixed up. So I'm going to put my like main gold to-dos across the bottom, but I'm gonna color code it in like the rainbow order. So they may not necessarily line up with what I'm going to be doing that exact day, but I like the idea of having them written across the bottom. Some of my weekly to-dos are on the habit tracker over here, and I did color code that, which I actually really ended up liking. So I color coded it with the red and green. You can see some things were total fails. The reds, those are fails. So again, sick, not doing all of my same stuff. I found on here, I did like having some of the to-dos, like I mapped this out earlier in the week, and then I used my daily in conjunction with that so that I could keep up with some of the to-dos. So I liked mapping some to-dos out because I knew certain things had to be done for the week. I didn't think I would like adding things to the daily before, like the night before, so I'm going to keep with that this week. I don't have anything done on here except a couple of things I made on the goal setting. So we'll talk about goal setting here in a minute, but that's what our week looks like. So to go along with my planner stack here, I did end up getting the digital planner from Moxie Life. It is really, really awesome. I love how they incorporated in all of the, all of the functionality. Like you can click and like go to your exact week from the monthly view. The goals are the same color. When you go to a different month, they'll show up so you can go right to your goals and your reflection. Oops, no, I don't want to zoom. These are very small for my big clunky fingers. Let's see. I'm still playing around with it, as you can see. So I did end up getting the horizontal for this. You can see horizontal spread because I wanted to play around with it a little bit more. I do have a 6-month undated and horizontal, but I thought I would play around with this, see how it goes. So I was just playing around with this. I will be dabbling with this week. I probably won't be doing a whole lot of like actually planning in it, but I am definitely playing with it. Oh, shush. I downloaded an update. It hasn't actually run through my iPad yet, so it took up a bunch of space, so I need to get that done. So I went ahead and stuck the stickers in under this elements thing, which is really, really cool. I never have used this before, but you just go to the plus sign, title your folder, and then you can import. I just have this digital planning file, so I just went and imported all of my little flags until I got them all in, and then it made this little folder for me. So I have all my little like digi stickers that I can move around. So I'm really excited about playing around with this. I will do like a whole walkthrough review of the digi and give you guys some tips and tricks on that in a different video. Hopefully once my voice is back so I don't sound so awful for you guys. And then this is the floral planner I was using as my weekly. I'm dabbling with the Moxie Life Undated right now to give it a try. But this one I actually decided to use in a different way, which I'm gonna not really show you guys my pages. Let's see. So I started using the other one beginning of December, so I have my weeks in here. But you can see there, I ended up starting to use this as a journal. And I'm going to block off pages. I'll block off my actual like journal writing. Just like wrote about the day, how I was feeling. And then I decided to start doing a habit tracker for the PM. So I will end up, when I perfect my like PM routine type of situation, I will share this with you. But I just ended up using a stamp habit tracker that I have. This is from Studio L2E. I ended up stamping the week thing on there, and then since I started this just the Saturday, Sunday, You can see I just checked off those days, but I had a few things on my evening routine: meditation, gratitude, plan for next day, brush practice, journal, reading, and going to bed on time. So I have been working on that. And then, as you can see here, I stopped actually journaling when I got really sick. I started feeling pretty sick on Friday, and then Saturday and onward was bad. So you can see here, nothing was checked off Saturday or Sunday. Didn't do anything Saturday, Sunday. I went back actually last night and I got a new set of these brush pens. The other pack I got was a pastel pack. I will have swatches of that, or I already have posted swatches of that. I ended up getting this one too because it price dropped over Black Friday. So I picked up the other set I really, really wanted. Love, love, love this set. So I tried out all the colors and just practiced some brush script. That's on my to-do list, the brush script. So I did that. And then on the back page, you can see I totally effed up. Look, I couldn't spell Wednesday. I'm like, I'm so concentrating on the exact letter that I'm doing. Totally forget about spelling. I already have worked on this and then also misspelled like 2 other words, which is ridiculous. So like you can see, I just wrote this. I was just writing what was in my mind, and then I realized it rhymed. So, but I'm a poet down there. So I was just having fun with that last night, testing out all the colors. So moving into December, it's the same thing. I've got my Vlogmas schedule here. I did end up writing out more practice because I had more pens to use. So I've got goals: brush practice, gratitude, journaling, healthy sleep, which I forgot the T because I don't know. I need to work on making sure I have the words spelled out. And then meditation and planning, and I wrote planning wrong as well. So I had to like mess with that. So it really needs work. I'm getting the idea down. I feel like these ones actually are easier to use than the mild liner ones for me for some reason. But I also was writing a lot bigger with these. So I think I just need to write bigger. I was trying to do like smaller words with this and it just wasn't working out. So I need to write bigger words. I find that like an inch size word seems to work better for that. So that's been something I've been working on. I did start journaling a little bit this last week, but I didn't use any kind of habit tracker because I felt bad basically the entire week. But this week moving forward, I'm going to try using the sticky note habit tracker. But I was thinking long term, if I use the sticky note habit tracker, it's going to bulk up this little section of my planner. And I also don't know how well these will stick over time, and I don't want them to like fall out over time. So I probably will do stamping on this, but for a little while I'm going to try out the sticky notes and give them a try. So far it seems to be stuck pretty well, and this is the first one on my tab that I have already ripped off, stuck to my hand, and then stuck back down on the sticky pad and then put it here. So it has moved around just a tiny bit, but so far it's pretty stuck. So this is what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to write in my habits and try to stick with the same, like sticking to this nightly. And you can see I did not use the expense tracker. This is one of the wild cards from Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. This is one of the wild cards you can print out. So I've got it in here. I was going to use it for groceries, but I ended up writing it in my plum paper planner. I was using it as the A5 daily. So yeah, I didn't end up using it, but I really have had a lot of fun with the brush script. I use this one a bunch too. But I'm excited to have like a full pack of them right now. All the other pens I bought, so you're going to see swatches the rest of the month. I have them pretty much all done. I swatched them and then I wrapped them for Christmas. So this is the only one sticking out of the brush mild liners. This is the only one I have sticking out of the actual mild liner highlighters, which I did not think that through because I was really wanting to do Christmas colors for highlighting. Totally forgot to grab a couple more out before I wrapped it, so they're all wrapped up until Christmas time. So I'm going to be using the burnt orange all the way through for Christmas. But I really like both of the mild liner sets I got. I just have that one clipped and then whatever pen I'm using for the journaling. And then these two stay in my nightstand. That's just like my PM stuff. And then I talked about these habit journals, sidekick journals. I have a video of these coming up where I talk in depth about these. I did already start this gratitude one, and I am starting this morning journal tonight. It starts you do a little bit of the prep work at night, and then you move into your day work after that. So each page is kind of set up the same way. Like this is, you do this at the night, and then in the morning when you wake up, you fill in your actual time, you complete your tasks, and then you move and answer the questions. So I'm going to start working on this tonight. Early wake up in the morning. I'm feeling pretty good. I just have like zero energy, and then obviously my voice, my voice is really not happy. So I've been having some cough drops and still taking some medicine because my throat will start hurting. Because like, you have kids, you have to talk a lot. If you make YouTube videos, you kind of have to talk a lot. So that is what I'm going to be having. So basically a daily, a weekly, a nightly journal, these 2 books, keeping track of more gratitude. I will be dabbling with the Digi Planner, and then I'll post a Digi Planner walkthrough and tips and tricks type video for you guys. And so let's get some stuff out of the way. We ended up talking about stickers. I've got the tutorial for you guys. And so let's talk goals. I feel like I was really ambitious for November. I feel like I got a lot of things done in November, but I feel like having to refer back to the power sheets, total fail. I even have one of these posted in the planner I was using, the Flora Erin Condren planner. I had one of these posted in there, totally forgot to flip back to it. So it was really hard for me to like keep track of things like these daily actions. Totally didn't keep track. Totally forgot some of them were on here. So that was a real fail all around. It was my first month trying to keep track of the power sheets. So part of my goals for December is to actually keep track of this. And then of course I lost the first few days because I've been sick. So I haven't done a whole good job of keeping track of my December tending list as well. So I really need to like put it in my planner. One of the daily things I have on here, which I lost my tag, which I'll stick back in here. But one of my sections is goal work. So I'm thinking about goals every day. And that was where I really messed up in November, is I just didn't have the goals like front and center. They were off to the side. I didn't really look at them or think about them much. So I really need to make sure I keep some sort of goal work section where I know I'm checking in with my goals every single day so that I can keep track. Because I mean, if you write out your goals, it's all fine and dandy, but if you don't actually look at them, it's hard to complete anything. So that's part of my goal work, is just to try to work on keeping track, keeping this list front and center. A lot of the things I wrote down for December are going to transfer over into my Moxie life. They kind of overlap, so I feel like that will help me keep track. I'm grabbing my weekly now. So I've got my weekly here. But yeah, like you can see, I ended up doing a lot of the monthly stuff, which I felt really proud about getting quite a bit done. But I still have more things I need to finish. Basically, most of the closet stuff still needs to be done. We haven't picked out baseboards yet. That's a big step, like deciding on what baseboards we want. And then, yeah, you can see these weekly action items. Totally didn't stick to them because I wasn't looking back at the sheet. The daily items, I did stick to a lot of these, but I don't know which days are which because I didn't keep track.